I have a couple of errands to run. And as you can see by the screaming of the outside, it is already daytime. I have a couple of hours between my intended recording slot and then the rest of my day. Now I'm going in because I don't want to rush you. You could take your time. This is literally just, I didn't even say hi. So the problem I have always when recording is when people speak or when they have conversations that aren't supposed to be picked up on the camera. And then I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy with the dirty brushes because I was on holiday, okay? I was on holiday and I spent some time with my cousins, my friends, and my family. And I just got back home. I did not have time to wash these brushes. I have a couple of errands that I have to go do, and I really, really want to try out a everyday makeup look for 2025. Now, I have a bunch of ideas. I don't know if you know, or I don't know if you are still keeping up with the Kardashians, but there's this one look when they do these behind the scenes sort of takes on, what happened, why did it happen? I don't know, they call it something. And so there was this really, really like light black, soft, smoky eye that Kim always wears. And I really, really like that. I'm like, that could be a really, really cute everyday look. And so this is just the basics of, your skin prep, your contour, your foundation, and then obviously the eye look. You can use this as a reference for your everyday look, or you could just copy the one that I'm copying. I'm gonna increase the nose contour a little. Oh yeah, but this is an everyday look. Anyway, how's your holiday going? Comment down below, how's your holiday going? What have you done for the holiday? How's the family doing this holiday? I know around the holiday times, family could get really, really tricky. But prayer really does do the things. Prayer really does do the things. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of you aren't familiar or too familiar with who I am, where I come from, or just what I'm doing on this whole internet. I just love doing makeup and I love creating content, and so pretty much I'm here for it. So I work it into the schedule that I already have, and I've been gearing up equipment, and so now every time I just see all my money just sitting collecting dust, I'm just always drawn back to coming back and creating content. And then since I love makeup, God really had to talk to me about the fact that I love makeup. And not just the fact that I love makeup, but the fact that I need to have purpose when I do makeup. And I know there are so many people who always ask me questions about, doing makeup or how do I do makeup, or telling people how I do makeup. And so that's basically where I decided to start recording, and then it would just be easier to show you how I do it than sitting around in a conversation, not having the tools to show you how I do it, you know what I mean? For a base, this is really, really cute. I'm just going to add a little bit more because I still have a little bit of foundation left. And then I'm just going to add it all around the areas that does not have contour. This way I don't I don't cover up my contour too much. This way I just slowly buff my foundation a little over my contour, but not too much to cover up my contour. I think they call it the underpainting technique. Probably 2 years ago it came out, and I haven't pretty much stopped doing my makeup like this. So please don't forget the part where you have to add a primer first before you add your foundations or your concealers. It's because I forgot, and now I can actually feel like there's something missing. I'm gonna just add. It's a 2-in-1 setting spray, so it acts as a primer and a setting spray, which I love this one. Highly recommend it. If I ever influence you to do anything with makeup, that's the one. So since this is a beauty and wellness ministry YouTube page, I really want to start, actively pursuing in that purpose. So what I'm gonna do is every time I start applying my concealer, I am going to share my wellness revelations with you guys, and then also something encouraging. Drink your water. It's not even a joke. It's not even, I'm really not trying to even get under your skin. Like, drink water. I've been on a drinking water consecutively now for the past 30 days and beyond, since this is, I guess, the 7th of January. And I've been drinking water for consecutively now since the 1st of December 2024. I have not been the best person to keep up with water intake. I thought water was disgusting. No, I don't anymore. Because I have grown a habit, spiritually, I've grown a habit into asking the Holy Spirit to help me like water. And then all he said was just drink it, cut out everything else. And it sounds easier said than done, because I know so many different people, even myself included, who have wanted to increase their water intake. And then probably they would do it 2-3 days, and then they would even get new water bottles to help with the motivation. But to be very, very honest with every single one of you, it's not going to help. A new water bottle is not going to help. It's not going to help with the motivation. It's not going to help with the encouragement. What will help with the encouragement, however, is your internal desire. Your desire will outweigh any negative influence. It will actually combat the negative influence. Once the negative influence comes, once the, oh, water is disgusting comes, your mind will automatically combat that, saying, I know water is good for me. It filters out any toxins within my body. It keeps me hydrated. It keeps me regulated. It is life-sustaining. Is this thing shaking? Am I shaking this thing if I'm moving like this? Is it me? So you're just gonna have a shaky video. I'm so sorry. Don't tell anyone. My voice, for some apparent reason, got cut out, and now I'm forced to give you a little behind the scenes voice recording. But don't tell anyone. My biggest mistake always is to tell people something, and because of their negative influence, or maybe they didn't respond right, or maybe just the fact that they don't even think I'm able to, it always negatively influenced me. So I decided, just don't tell anyone and just do it. The less people are involved, the less pressure there are on you. Because sometimes I've noticed that because everybody has tried to drink water consecutively at some point in their life and did not accomplish that, they don't think that you can. And so just do it up until when you can, and then you can tell everyone else how you did it. So point number 1, don't tell anyone. Coming in at step number 2, your desire needs to outweigh the fact that you don't like water. What I've realized is I tend to always be negative around water. I didn't like water, and so the fact that I needed to drink water didn't outweigh my desire. Because water is a necessity. Oh, here I realized my mic is off. Always tends to happen. I'm just going to continue, and then everything that I didn't say, I'll just dub over with a voice recording, which is going to be twice the amount of work. But we're here, we want to do it, and yay for content creation, right? Point number 3, execute. Drink the water and get a proper filtration or filtrated water rather than tap water. I don't know if it's just me, but the water here, ugh, I don't like using that word, but it really sucks. It sucks. It's sucky water. It's not go water. It's not go. It's like you could taste the dirt in the water. I don't know how to say it. It's like you could taste the water being bad. I don't know. So maybe that's also why you don't like drinking water. It's just because of the water where you live, the tap water, just doesn't taste as nice. You just get yourself the filtered water. That's really gonna help you. And then you just go on a journey where you take it one day at a time. You drink the water, you finish the water, you don't drink anything else. Don't drink anything else. You have to go on a carbohydrate fast. This is going to be easier for my Christian girls and boys than it is for my non-believers. My non-believers, the only advice that I have for you is to have the will and the drive. For Christians, their will and their drive is dependent on the strength that they allow the Holy Spirit to give them. You know what I mean? The joy of the Lord is your strength. And the joy of the Lord is you actively being obedient to Him. You know what I mean? A cold drink that has color in it or that has sweetener in it. Me. Now I am a full-blown girl who would, well, over the period of after my 21 days of prayer and fasting in December, then on Christmas Day I had carbohydrated sodas, and then the day after Christmas I had another glass of carbohydrated soda, and then not that next day, but then January. But then again, it was only like a couple days. So let's say 7 days between the 27th and today, like 7 days of those days, I've for sure had like 1 or 2 glasses of carbohydrate sodas, but still were drinking water majority of the time more than I did carbohydrated sodas. Wow, that's a big word. That's such a big word. Let's continue with this look. I have to go. So like I said, I really want an everyday makeup look, but I'm going to start with a transition color just so that it builds really nicely. I'm going to use a very light creamy transition color, and then I'm just going to build that up until I'm satisfied with the transition color. The blending technique that I'm using is literally dabbing it into the eyeshadow pan, picking up the color that I have, and then I'm really not dusting it off just as much. I'm literally just going to pack it in, see what is on there, if it is enough, if it is not, really just eyeballing it like I'm spicing chicken or something. And then I'm doing a circular blending inward and then outward, just like this. Circles. And then once I start seeing, ooh, I like that little cream, like a literal flush, nudish color, then I'm gonna go in with the next color. I want a subtle, like winged eyeliner, so I'm gonna go in with a light brown, really just on the outer border, and I'm gonna pack it first. Really just on the outer V there. I'm gonna pack it. Don't dust too much off. Okay, just literally just like that, like a flush of brown. I'm gonna pack it all over the outer V and then slightly blend it in to my crease, like slightly. I'm not gonna go into the full crease. I'm just gonna keep it at that outer V and then slightly into my crease, just to create like a little sharp pointed V with the light brown. And then I'm gonna pick up a black. And then I'm going to dust off the axes. I'm going to pick it up, dust it off, pick it up, dust it off, just so that I don't have any of the powder falling, like, on my, what do you call this part? Yeah, that part. And then I'm just going to start lining it by dabbing and dragging. Just like that. See that? Like, it's a soft little wing. but it's not a wing with liquid liner. It's a wing with eyeshadow. So I'm going to drag it out inward, right on my lash line. Right on my lash line. And then I'm going to bring it out. But I'm not going to drag it out. I'll rather drag it from the top down, from the middle. And then I'll go at the top. Right there. I can feather it out, but I feel like... Do I want to feather it out? Okay, let's see what it looks like if I feather it out a little bit. So by feathering it out, I'm literally going at the borders of the wing, and I'm just dusting it to the inside a little bit more. Almost like dragging the shadow inward. Blending and buffing it out. Buffing that line so that it doesn't look so harsh. Boom. Oh, I can mess with that for an everyday look. I feel like I need it a little bit bigger though, because my eye's already so small, and I want my eye to look a little bit wider, like a little bit more alive, not so like model cat eye-ish. So I might just increase the size a little bit more. This is why small brushes for small eyes are very important, because now I really roll my English, guys. I really do. Sometimes I tend to roll it a lot more than I'm supposed to, but then again, it gets the pronunciation away from my tongue, because sometimes talking can make explaining makes my brain think more, and then my tongue has to think with it, and it's just a lot. So if you hear me rolling more than I should, then just know that it's just my tongue being extremely lazy to actually just pronounce the word with its intended letters. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna bring it inward a little bit, just fluff it out, just so that there's a lot more depth on my lid, like heading to my crease, than there is just the black focused on the outer V. You see that? Okay. Picking up, dusting off, just so that I don't create like a dark line. It's going to be a really feathered out like little wing on the end. I don't take it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I like that more. I like that way more. I'm going to darken that lower line a little bit, because I've already feathered it out, but now I'm just going to deepen that initial line, that initial wing. Boom. She's there. We have it. Now I can just add like a short little lash to the side. We have our everyday look, people. Now for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna dust a light brown under there first. And then I'm gonna go in with a dark brown instead of the black. I think this way it will really balance each other really good. Like that. Something I want to encourage you with just before I am completely ready and then have to leave is, if you're someone like me, just experiencing animosity and hate and envy and jealousy, literally, and you're still a nobody on this face of this planet. Like, you're literally, in the grand scheme of things, wow, in the grand scam of things, it is a scam. It really is a scam. Sometimes it is a scam, but that's just the flesh talking. But in the grand scheme of things, and you're literally just an ant literally just a blip in the world, and already you've experienced a ton of hate throughout your life, or you've just experienced a lot of people just not vibing you simply just for the sake of they don't know how to vibe with themselves, yet like you know how to vibe with you, then the only advice or encouragement or edification that I can give you is the fact that that's gonna happen. To people like you, it's gonna happen, not to make you doubt yourself, but to make yourself especially draw near to God more than you do already in your everyday life. My faith and my trust is based on the fact that Christ has redeemed me from many of these different things, and especially when it comes to having to encourage you on certain things that I have experienced in my life. I have overcome them not by myself, not by my own power, not by my own spirit, not by my own flesh, not by my own might, but literally by the Spirit of God. Oh, that scripture, Zechariah 4 verse 6, is my crown jewel. It's my crown jewel, and I think that's what I'm going to encourage you with. If you're experiencing hate in any way, shape, or form, if you're just experiencing people just being their envy creating animosity towards you, or their jealousy just creating them to be just bad people towards you, then trust me, it is for your own good. It is for your own good. It is for your build. It's for your build. And trust me, you're still holding on to so many forms of yourself that you're not allowing the world to see. So I just say, let the world see you for who you actually really are, not the version that you're trying to dim down just simply because you want to fit into, you want to let people love you for who you are not. You know what I mean? Like, if people already hate you now, like, you might as well just show them all the parts of you they don't even know yet. Because if they're already hating you, you're already flames. But if they're hating you because you're just a bad person, then I suggest you start making significant changes in your life to make yourself a little bit more patient, a little bit more loving, a little bit more kind, a little bit more generous, a little bit more joyful to be around. For my everyday lashes, these are the type of lashes that I'll be going for. Very, very soft, very, very subtle. This look definitely turned out a little bit more fierce for an everyday look, so I'm going to call it my Friday, Saturday go-to look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Up until next time, I'll see you. Mwah.